Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pac-Man World playthrough. And this may or may not be the last video of the year. That is entirely dependent on if I can get the Sonic Adventure 2 review out in time. But so yeah. But anyways, I have deducted that Talkman has imprisoned others that you must rescue. Oh, you think? So anyways, next up on our list of stages is Gimme Space. And this is the final platforming level of the space world. And, kind of weird how it starts off with a checkpoint. Like, okay, but, alright, so this is a very easy P to get. That sounded weird. Very easy P. But, anyways, I may or may not be able to take on King Galaxian after this stage, but we'll see. Oh, it's taking a little bit too slow there. Yeah. Yo. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, to avoid further.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Okay then! So to avoid further mischief, let's just move on ahead. But yeah, being the final stage of the, well, not the final stage, but the last, you know, platforming stage of the, it's basically gonna, you know, be a cultivation of everything we've gone through in the previous two stages. But I really like some of the bedoing placements in this stage. You know, I'm gonna aim to try to get all the pack letters, so I can you know, so I can like show off a little bit more of the bonus stage. But I mean, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. But yeah, all right, so checkpoint there. Okay, so there's nothing there. Okay. And our third letter is here, and okay, yeah, it's a very tricky one to get. You know, here's a really good, cool set piece. Okay, I really like that platforming gimmick where the asteroids would just blow up the platform you're on. You know, but it's telegraphed very well too, so you know it's not random. Now here's a really cool set piece. How I like the way the platform just forms and whatnot. Kind of saw a little bit of that in the previous stage, and oh, yeah. But yeah, that thing in the center, that is basically the portal to the next portion of the stage. But, alright. So, I want to get the... And I hear my phone buzzing. Okay, that totally isn't distracting at all. But, okay, that was close. I'm not sure if jumping off that particular ledge would have killed me or would have sent me through the portal, but yeah, this is probably one of the you know, harder mazes. Well, it's technically not really even a maze, it's just a big platform suspended over space. You know, big circular little platform, but no. So yeah, 2018 is no. I said 2018, I meant 2019. 2019's coming to an end. It's also the end of a decade. Okay, so falling off the ledge, what? No, okay, I have to jump in. I have to jump in the glowing orb. Okay. So this is a pretty tricky platforming section. Kind of have to be, like, good at the butt bounce in order to do this. Okay. Okay, I just lost my train of thought for a sec. Oh, that was so close. Okay, I lost my train of thought there for a second. But anyways, man, the Pac-Man letters are pretty easy to get in this stage. But anyways, so yeah, 2019. It's coming to an end, and man, what a crazy year it's been. In both my personal life and some other stuff as well. it exactly hasn't been the best year. I'm not gonna go into why, but, you know, the stuff happens. Let's just keep it at that, you know. And, you know, that's just that. You know, whatever I'm able to survive this year, I'll probably be able to survive other years and whatnot, but, although it's another year without a proper Pac-Man game, you know, a proper Pac-Man release, so, yeah, there's that, and, you know, that's just that. So, yeah. Now, I believe that might be the planet this world takes place in. You know, that might be the planet that Ghost Island's on. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I always kind of wondered about that planet. It looks like a face. It looks like a face is on that planet. Like just the way it's structured. You know. So. But, yeah. I think I just missed some things, so gonna come back to get some of this stuff. Again, this is not a 100% completion playthrough, but this is a playthrough nonetheless, and I do at least want to show off enough of this game as I can, you know. I'm not, and I'm indecisive on if I want to show off the maze of this, you know, the maze section of this particular stage, but, you know, it's all dependent on, you know, how things, you know, flow and whatnot. So there's the maze over there. Oh. Okay. Alright, Rolly Boy. So anyways, and here's, I think this is a Pac-Man letter over here. Yes! We got all the Pac-Man letters. So that means we will definitely be seeing the bonus stage. But I don't know, I'm thinking I might just kind of skip the maze section, the optional maze section, and, you know, and just like move on with the rest of the stage. But yeah, eating ghosts is just as satisfying in this game as it is in the original maze game. I don't know. And the same with World 2. World 3, they kind of fucked it up and made it a little bit more, you know, clunky, but, I mean, it's World 3, you know. Another really platforming gimmick I really like is, are these, you know, expanding, you know, platform. Oh, my perception was really off there. Yeah, the one issue I do have with this game is that your depth perception can kind of be... I'm not sure if I complained about this earlier, but yeah, your depth perception can be pretty off when it comes to some of the stage design, but I guess that's a issue with the whole 2.5D sort of effect this game goes for. But yeah, I really like this platforming gimmick, you know, where the platforms were like the blue colors were like enlarged and whatnot, but I mean, that's that. And so that's Gimme Space. So I guess we may as well just get the rest of the space world taken care of and take on King Galaxian. I guess that means I can title this episode Gimme Space, Kinga. I talk and I fuck up. Ah, man. Oh well. So I guess that means I can give this video the title Gimme Space, King Galaxian. I don't know. Probably not gonna go with that because it sounds stupid, but okay, so now we are at 11 lives. Save game. Yep. Totally want to save the game. Okay. Overwrite. Right. Memory card. Okay. Man. I'm pretty awkward this episode. I guess it's just finding things to talk about and whatnot. It's kind of hard, you know. I guess this game itself gives me enough to sort of like discuss, you know, like whenever I see level design that I just really like, or just set pieces, whatnot. All right, so this is King Galaxian, and this stage plays a little bit differently from what we've been doing from like previous stages. As you can see, this stage is a top-down shooter reminiscent of Galaga or Galaxian or whatever. Now, people are more familiar with Galaga, if anything, but the only difference between this and, you know, Galaga is that you have more room to move around. But yeah. Also really like the music in this stage. But yeah. I'd say this is a pretty great level, mainly because for one, it's paced out really well, and two, it's just really fun to play through. But also, thing is with this, Pac-Man World 2 had a very similar stage, only except you're underwater in a submarine, and it was more Star Fox-esque. But the thing is that this stage, I thought this stage was a lot better than that stage, simply because, one, the stage is... I died. But yeah, the reason I think this stage is pretty great is because of just how well it's paced out, you know? It's not too long, but at the same time, it's long enough just to, you know, feel, you know, right and whatnot. But also, not to mention, it also, as the stage goes on, it adds more, you know, obstacles, you know, different types of enemies and whatnot that, in general, makes it, you know, fun to go through, you know. It doesn't feel still, it doesn't get stagnant. It's not like the submarine stage in Pac-Man World 2, where it just drags on and, you know, gets really stagnant. Also, the boss fight in this world is also kind of reminiscent. Well, the boss fight in this stage and the, you know, the mechanical whale boss in World 2 are very similar. In fact, yeah, they are pretty similar boss fights. But, you know, this one had the better boss fight, though, personally. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, you know, this is... the way this stage was sort of designed is the way they should have designed the Yellow Pack Submarine. That's what it was called, Yellow Pack Submarine. But yeah, like, yeah, as the stage goes on, it adds, like, different things, like, you know, asteroids and, you know, these little electrical sort of things, you know, that you had to avoid, you know, a lot of different environmental obstacles that made the stage, you know, interesting, and, you know, it didn't drag on. And that's the thing, the stage does not drag on. That's what makes this a fun level, you know. But, yeah. Yeah, basic. Okay, and here's the boss fight, King Galaxian. He has quite an explosive appearance. Basically, what you want to do is you want to shoot all of his eyes out. Yeah, that's right. You just gotta shoot his eyes out. Of course, you want to avoid getting sucked in, but, you know, which again is a gameplay mechanic kind of ripped straight from Galaga, where, you know, one of the ships would, you know, try to capture your ship and whatnot. But so it's neat that they are actually, you know, incorporating gameplay mechanics from Galaga, you know. But I guess this also kind of brings me to mention one thing about Pac-Man World. Well, I'm not sure if this is really a Pac-Man World 3, well, Pac-Man World thing, but well, it kind of is, since this is played. Oh shit. Oh, damn. Okay, I've never seen that. I've never been captured by that thing, by that attack, so that's an animation I've never seen. But one thing about Pac-Man World's development is that before they, like right before they even came up with the concept for Ghost Zone, one of the ideas they were thought of was an RPG that's basically a crossover of a bunch of different Namco IPs. You know, which, you know, they ended up like not wanting, and instead just wanted a Pac-Man platformer, or, you know, just a 3D Pac-Man game and whatnot. To which, you know, they made Ghost Zone, which, you know, sucked, so they ended up making Pac-Man World instead, and yeah, you get the game you see here. Well, it wasn't always called Pac-Man World, it was originally called Pac-Man 3D, but, yeah. But, alright, so now the boss is down to one more hit. Yeah, this fight can be pretty challenging. It's not Anubis Rex levels hard, but it's... And I'm down to one hit, so I have to concentrate really badly. But, I guess, you know, I can still talk, you know, whatnot. But... I died, that's wonderful. It's great. Oh! I have to start the whole thing over again. That's lovely. That is lovely. Okay, yeah. Okay, and now we are back at the King Galaxian boss, and, so yeah, this time I'm not gonna screw around and we're just gonna get straight to the fight, you know. Just gonna... Oh, no. Okay, no, this is gonna end badly, isn't it? Okay, so apparently there was a checkpoint, by the way. Yeah, there was a checkpoint, I missed it, so that's why I have to start the stage all over again. One thing about the fight that I can commend is that at the very least, every time you hit King Galaxian, you get a piece of health back, so that's still good, but I really can't afford to die right now, so yeah. I mentioned that this fight's pretty intense. So I'm sure I have. I mean, I don't really need to say it for you to know it, because, I mean, just look at the fight, you know. We're both down to one hit. Well, technically I'm down to 2 hits, but now I'm down to 1 hit. So now we're both down to... and I fucking... At least this time I hit the checkpoint. At least this time, I hit the checkpoint. You know, doesn't really say much, but, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I in general, I do think this is a pretty, you know, fun mix-up. Like, you know, it changes it up just enough so that, you know, the game a lot more variety, you know. I mean, the regular levels, the regular platforming levels themselves I can't talk today. You know, the regular platforming levels, you know, in of themselves have, you know, enough variety as is, but, you know, this... God. Okay. I keep on getting... Okay. But yeah, the regular platforming levels, you know, in of themselves do have enough variety as is. But, you know, the fact that they added this, you know, stage that has, like, a completely different gameplay style is pretty nice, you know, especially since they added it in the middle of the game instead of, you know, in like the instead of like the second stage or the second world or, you know, the last stage, you know, this is at the middle of the game, so it really, you know, feels kind of like paced out really well. Alright, so this time around I've decided to like go through a bit of a different strategy. Instead, I'd shoot the eyes that go farther to the right and farther to the left, so that the last 2 phases of the fight, the obstacle I have to hit aren't too hard to get, you know. So there is a bit of, you know, strategy to this. Not much strategy, but you know, just, you know, basically figuring out how to handle this fight, and I'm still, you know, getting my ass handed to me. It's, you know, the challenge, it grows as the fight continues, and that's, you know, what makes a good fight and all, you know, having a boss that gets more and more intense as it goes on. Yeah. So I'd say this and Talkman are pretty great boss fights. Talkman fight especially, you know, just with, you know, as a final boss, it's pretty great. I mean, it's still kind of easy, you know, but, you know, still a really good way to end the game, but you'll see that once we get to that. Alright, now we're on to the final phase, and it's all or nothing. All or nothing. Fuck! I died again! What the fuck? You know what? I should do one of these episodes drunk. That'd be really fucking funny if I just did one of these episodes drunk, you know? Oh, man. Okay, and this time we beat the boss. Whew! Alright, so after many attempts, we finally beat King Galaxian, you know. It's not as hard of a fight as, say, Anubis Rex, but, you know, it's still... You know... It's still pretty difficult. And hey, I got back to 11 lives. That's good. You know. It's good. So, yeah. We have just beaten King Galaxian, and now we will be moving on to the circus world. But that will be for the next episode on this playthrough. But yes, that is it for today's video, and I will see you all next year. Bye-bye.